Hi guys, it's Babicom here. Welcome to my page. Yes, this is BUTOOLA'S farm page. Follow us, like and share and comment. Yes, we are going to be talking about poultry and some of the diseases in poultry. Yes, to my fellow farmers, this is for you, especially those who are dealing in poultry. So, what kind of diseases are disturbing poultry nowadays? First of all, before you get your chicks, day one chicks from any farmer, from any poultry farm, make sure they vaccinated those chicks against a disease called Malex. Malex, you can call it HIV in other terms for birds, for the chicken, but it's called Malex as a disease. This disease is usually vaccinated on day one. To all day one chicks, before you get those chicks from the farm where you're going to buy them from, make sure they vaccinated them against Malex. How do you vaccinate Malex? Malex, you just get drops of vaccination. You get drops and you drop them in the eyes for the chicks or the birds. Yes, and how do our birds get this disease? This disease is usually got from the hatchery. Yes, wherever you take your eggs to be hatched, since they collect different types of eggs from different types of farms or farmers, they end up getting mixed in the hatchery machine, so your birds end up getting Malex. So if you want to avoid Malex in your chicks, make sure your supplier vaccinates those day one chicks on the first day before you're given those chicks. They are vaccinated before they are given food and before they start drinking or they drink any water. That is how you vaccinate Malex. Yes, you just put drops of vaccination in the eyes. I hope you get my point. So my fellow farmers, before you buy your day one chicks from any farm supplier, make sure they show you the history. Yes, the history of vaccination or their vaccination chart. You have to make sure that they've vaccinated these day one chicks against Malex. You have to do a follow-up, because if you don't do a follow-up, you'll end up losing when you take those chicks when they're not vaccinated. If you take them on your farm a few days, they will be all dead. So make sure the farm supplier who's going to give you those chicks, they have to show you a chart or they have to show you a history of them vaccinating those day one chicks. How do you vaccinate these day one chicks? You get a vaccine. Yes, you get those vaccines from a vent or from the sources. There are different sources where you get those vaccine. You get the vaccine and you put drops in the eyes. So make sure you vaccinate your birds or your chicken or your hens against Malex, and this disease is always vaccinated on day one. Yes, don't forget, you're at BUTOOLA'S farm. We are dealers in poultry. If you're looking for birds, if you're looking for eggs, if you're looking for cocks, we have them all. See you in our next video. Thanks for watching. Yes, our dear viewers, so after vaccinating Malex, what next? We are still talking about day one chick. Yes, day one chick. After vaccinating Malex, you're going to go ahead and vaccinate your chicks or your birds against Newcastle disease. Yes, on the same day. Don't forget you're vaccinating Malex and Newcastle disease on the same day. They are all different vaccines because Malex, it's a different disease, and Newcastle, it's a different disease. So all your day one chicks, after vaccinating Malex, then you vaccinate them with Newcastle disease. You do the same procedure. It's the drops on the eyes again if you're vaccinating day one chicks against Newcastle. Do not get farmers to supply you chicks or day one chicks which are not vaccinated, because you end up losing. So go to very well-known suppliers of day one chicks, those people with the good hatchery centers, and get those chicks which are already vaccinated. Yes, don't forget, day 1 chicks, you vaccinate them against Malex and Newcastle, and that is before they are given food or any water or anything to drink. Yes, before you give your day 1 chicks anything to drink, vaccinate them against Newcastle by putting drops of vaccines on the eyes, and vaccinate them against Malex before giving them food or anything to drink. There you'll be having healthy chicks. Please and please and please don't forget to check the background of the suppliers who are supplying you, because the moment you take these chicks without being vaccinated first on day 1, believe me or not, you'll end up losing. Your birds will get issues, or will get Newcastle, will get Malex, and they'll end up dying. So my dear farmer, I don't want you to